Hey, we just wrapped up a recording of the Redirect podcast with special guest Bethany Bee, who's a digital content specialist at Explore Utah Valley. So she runs social and influencer strategy for a DMO by day, but on the personal side, she's been to 6 different countries in 10 states in the past year alone, specifically as a budget traveler, as a Gen Z budget traveler. So what's really cool is her perspective is bringing it from both sides of that world. The pattern that she's describing is consistent and worth paying attention to. See, finding a place on TikTok and saving it, but building a trip around that. And despite all the hype that is AI, ChatGPT is really not a part of that process. Gen Z doesn't trust it for travel recommendations necessarily. And that's a bold statement, but I think in Bethany's words, it's like getting a suggestion from someone who hasn't traveled in the last 25 years. The hallucination side of it and that problem continues to be very real, and they know it. So there's a trust factor there with AI and Gen Z. Google still gets used, but it's not for discovery. So it's not in the traditional sense of what you think. It's where they go to ground their plan. So they're confirming hours, finding the address, verify that the spot that they found on TikTok actually exists, right? And that it's not mythical and made up. So it's truth seeking, not trip planning. And that's a meaningful distinction for anyone doing destination marketing. So the content that you're producing, your TikToks, your Reels, short form content, even long form content, really, that should exist because it's driving the decision. Your Google presence is what's closing it. So it still has a lot of value there. Both have to be working and hopefully working together if you're doing it the right way. So check out the full episode with all the details that Bethany shared, the links in the comments. Whether you want to listen to it, you want to see the show notes, there's a bunch of good information in there. And whether you're in destination marketing or another facet of travel and tourism, it's worth a listen. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks so much.